There is a maniac running around slaughtering people on Valentine's Day.
Hard Eyes is visceral and heart-pounding.
It's very intense, and I think it's very scary, and it is a really straightforward horror film, but also lovingly, horrifyingly fun.
It's one of the best slashers you'll ever see.
I'm worried about your safety.
Gee, thanks, Tommy.
Our collective goals for the film were just to make it genuinely scary, but also create that like magical spark when you first meet someone. Oh! I was a little reluctant at first when I read the script, but Michael Kennedy, one of the writers of the film, said, "Read it again, bitch." He literally was like, "Read it again, bitch." And I did, and I was like, oh, I actually see a way of finding that balance.
We're not together!
Kill somebody else!
From the get-go, I knew that we had to create an iconic killer, an iconic look for a killer.
The first time I actually saw the mask, I remember doing a double take and being like, that's scary.
Oh my God, it's really creepy. Like the veins in the skull and it's super scary.
I was excited by the prospect of his eyes lighting up, so that might mean night vision, and he would use that to kill his victims.
This is one of these new characters that I think fits with Michael Myers and Jason and Freddy Krueger. It just feels like I'm part of the beginning of something that's going to be really, really cool.
References for the film, there were so many because this is how I communicate with my DP, Stephen Murphy.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I did talk quite a bit about Sleepless in Seattle, that Nora Ephron, Rob Reiner era of rom-coms, but also like Jason Lives, where Jason has a utility belt, hence the utility belt of death in our film.
Drop the knife!
Those references could sound absolutely unhinged in any other circumstance, but I think we wanted there to be a texture to the characters that weren't just like, they're hot and we want them to get together and we want them to run and be cute when they scream.
Ellie!
Olivia Holt brought so much texture to playing Allie.
I love that every single day is something new. Sometimes I'm like on a dinner date and drinking champagne, and then other days I'll walk onto set and I'm getting blood splattered on my face and I'm crawling in dirt and screaming at the top of my lungs.
I'll be like texting Olivia, should we get drinks later? And the girl texts me a picture and she's covered in blood.
Mason Gooding plays Jay, who's the guy who's like make eye contact with someone on the subway and fall in love with them immediately.
Jay is our lovable, hapless, hopeless romantic. As an entity, as a person, he puts love first.
And I think that combo made for a nice meet-cute of potential soulmates.
Do you know what we just did?
Yeah, we led a couples killing maniac to a...
2 and all-you-can-kill buffet.
Shooting the drive-in scene was probably the most exhilarating and initially terrifying sequences I've ever shot. It was 165 extras, 50 picture cars, blood, stunts.
Just generally creating a sense of spectacle.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up!
The sequence in what we call the beater van, it was literally all departments coming together. Production designers, props folk, intimacy coordinator, prosthetics. It was just like the sex part of it, the actors just kind of going for it, but then also for like the mechanics of this mannequin with blood tubes coming out of it.
The kill in the back of the van was a shot that Josh had storyboarded very specifically from our earliest conversations. He really wanted to connect the main characters sitting in the front of the van to the characters sitting in the back of the van by getting the camera to travel through the back of someone's skull. It was logistically complex, but it was something that we all knew we could do, well.
Oh, shit! There was nothing in the script about him killing more than just this couple in the van. And we got there, I started to kind of look around and go, this isn't a slaughter at all. And so I started adding kills.
Josh was really keen to get a sense of Jaws in it, and there's a specific moment in Jaws where everyone's on the beach and they panic.
Steve McQuillan and the whole stunt team is just like hands down the best stunt team I've ever worked with. It was always great, and here's another idea, and here's how to make it better. And to have that flexibility and play with limited budget and limited strain on the makeup and wardrobe departments, that's a testament to not only the AD team, but the stunt team being like, yep, let's add 10 new deaths. Like, that's phenomenal.
St. Valentine was beheaded.
I think the scene I was most excited to shoot was the scene here in the chapel. There's so many moving parts of this scene, but it's like the most epic part of the movie. And I love stunt sequences.
I love doing stunts. You just exhaust yourself and you're memorizing a dance and then everyone's working together and it's really, really fun.
I mean, there's probably like 25 rigs that we're setting up in this scene itself, but it's been the most thrilling and the most exciting one for sure.
Olivia had this stunt and I was like, girl, were you a gymnast? Because she just like did it and blah, 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 and just like landed perfectly. And now after every stunt, we're like, and landing. I want you to see her die.
I wanted Shaw's beheading to feel really awful, but also super fun and visceral.
Josh wanted to do a lot of the violence physically. He's a very big fan of 80s horror slasher films, so heads getting chopped off, things being shoved into people's faces was all done physically. For Shaw's beheading, we created a prosthetic that sat underneath the costume. Special effects put their blood rig inside of it. Props created this amazing statue that's right behind us here with a sword that's actually going to be coming out of her neck. It was true collaboration between all of the departments. A really, really hard thing to do, but something that I think we're all really proud of because it looks revolting. It's so gross.
I feel comedy and horror have a lot of similar execution elements, whether it's timing or setup. Punchline in comedy being a joke, punchline in horror being a death. Whether I was in it or not, I knew it was a movie I wanted to watch.
I have had the best experience making this movie. It was like I went on the most wild adventure.
You want to know how I feel about romance? Love hurts, bitch.